Well, I'm going to come up with a lot more health videos, I think, in the future. And if you believe in horoscopes, sometimes I think they're more effective because people read their horoscopes and they know generally what they're about, so they become that personality. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there's something true to it. But I didn't know this till maybe a year or so ago that the specific day of my horoscope, and it was kind of eerie, and I don't want to say that because then that's giving out personal information, but it says my main thing is on nutrition, medicine, healing, that type of stuff. And also I make very good accountants. And I says, well, that's kind of weird because I am an accountant. I've been doing accounting a long time in finance. And I'd say a little over 10 years ago or so, I really got very deeply into health, the health industry and things like that. Not exactly alternative health. I actually try to stay with what real doctors say, and then they get persecuted because they found a cheap treatment because an herb works. That type of stuff versus getting too far off on tangents. But in the future, what I would like to do ideally, because I realize there's like this battle, and you don't want to have it that way, between alternative health and conventional medicine. You want to work together as a team, because together as a team you are much, much stronger. And actually, yes, there is a conspiracy on the very top echelons of the medical professions, the very top, to maximize profit. So, if you come up with a plant that works, they don't like that. But 90% of the medical people who are down in the trenches are on our side. They are just forced to stay within certain parameters. They are on our side. So, we like to work together as a team. Now, one thing I was thinking, which would be ideal, because if you go into business, you got a problem because you can present claims and then you're in a problem, right? Well, the best thing would be to do is as a nonprofit, especially a nonprofit funded by the government, which would be better yet, because then you don't have to worry about crap. You know, I mean, the government funded the study of Mexican prostitutes. I mean, why can't they fund the study of, medicines and herbs on various diseases or something? Actually, I know some doctors and health practitioners and stuff that have businesses that are active, and it would be a cool thing, But anyway, I don't know. It's a pipe dream right now, but I just want to throw that idea out there because anybody who's really serious about alternative health should work very closely with conventional doctors and do it as a non-profit, especially if they can set it up that way, especially if you can get government funding. You might be surprised. You might be able to sneak in there and get out some good information, because if you're in there as research versus to cut down the high cost of medical bills, that's that's destroying the nation. And if you're in there as research and you're working with the best doctors, first off, you're not going to go off on these crazy tangents and claims, because the doctors are going to hold you right to the fire, where it's going to be, are you getting the results or not? And let's verify. They're very scientific. That's the other thing. Because, I talked about the Beck protocol, and I'm not down on the Beck protocol at all. I think the Beck protocol is excellent. It's outstanding for the cost involved in it, but it does not live up to the lofty claims that Bob Beck made, where, it's like a cure for all diseases. Even Hulda Clark's got some great, great stuff, right? But, it's like when you go on these tangents and you say it does this, I can cure cancer in 10 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean? You just shoot yourself in the foot, for crying out loud. And so, actually, I think, I don't think I'd have time for this, but maybe someday I might be able to get into it if I want to suggest it, because that would be the approach to take. Work very closely with conventional medicine. And also try to get yourself government funded as a non-profit. I mean, the government funded the study of Mexican prostitutes. I mean, for crying out loud, they put millions of dollars into that. I mean, it's fine to study the Mexican prostitutes, but it's not even within the borders of the United States, for crying out loud. And, I wouldn't mind being funded for that study, I'll tell you. That'd be a pretty cool study, I guess, to do. But, the thing is, it's like they throw away a lot of money. And the whole idea behind doing it this way is to save the health system, make it cheaper, make it more effective, and for less cost, basically. That would be the goal. More effective for less cost by using nature's products. So that would be a good approach. But, it's like when you sell something, you stick your neck out. If you're a nonprofit doing research and you're funded by the government and you're working with established doctors, then you can go ahead and you should be okay. Although it's going to piss off some people on the top, but too bad. But you know what? That's still the right approach. That's the right approach to take all the way. Because even if they axe your funding, whatever work you got done, it's going to be like pretty solidly scientifically backed. And that's what you want. You want accurate information as the best you can get.